This is the Calgary Royals Hockey Podcast. Brought to you by Rigstar Communications, innovative oil field communication solutions. Video production by The Creative Monkeys.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of Calgary Royals Hockey Podcast. I'm Chris Colwell. Here with me tonight is Liam Nixon. And Liam, tonight the Royals hosting one of the hottest teams in the AJHL, the Camrose Kodiaks.
Yeah, Camrose Kodiaks coming to Father David Bauer tonight, Chris. As you said, one of the hottest teams in the league. They're not only running away with the Southern Division, they're starting to run away with the entire league altogether. But when you hear stats like this, they're number 2 in the league in goals scored, number 1 overall in goals allowed, and number 6 on the power play on other teams' arenas. It's not hard to figure out why the Camrose Kodiaks are about to run away with this league.
Liam, an interesting healthy scratch tonight for the Royals, scratching their top scorer, Shane Lust.
Yeah, very big surprise there. Shane Lust, one of those guys that doesn't dazzle you with speed, doesn't dazzle you with his hands, but he always seems to be in the right place at the right time, and one of those guys where you don't think he does a whole lot during a game, but then you look at a score sheet at the end of the game, and all of a sudden he's got 3 assists, or a goal and an assist. He's one of those guys that produces at more than 1 point per game. No word from Coach Barrett why he's a healthy scratch, but guys like Austin Davenport, guys like Kozin, guys like Scott Carpenter, those guys are really going to have to raise the level of their game tonight to make up for the absence of Shane Lust in that Royals lineup.
So what else are the Royals going to have to do to keep this game close?
Like we said, Camrose has firepower, and it also helps that both of their goalies are rated in the top 5 in the AJHL. Calgary's going to have to come out early. Calgary has been known to start a little bit slow, takes them about 10 minutes to get their legs under them. That cannot happen tonight. Coach Barrett's going to have to get his boys motivated. They're going to have to hit the ice flying, and they're going to have to score the first goal.
And now we're going to take you to some of the highlights. We're going to show you some of the goals, the hits, and the fights. Olenek down, puck still loose in front. Olenek down, they scored! And Olenek up is frustrated. He thought he was interfered with, but the Kodiaks have a 1-0 lead and a power play goal. Kozin looks. Carpenter right side wide open, trying to feed it in front. They scored! Brandon Kozin right at the end of the power play. The Royals have tied it at 1. Royals, though, do keep it in. Carpenter, Corey in the middle of the point. His shot deflected, scores! Ryan Corey with a shot for the point. It was deflected, and it's 2-1 Royals on another power play goal. So it's Colbert with the shot. Colbert tries to walk in front. Colbert using a little bit of momentum. They scored! Colbert put it in front. I think it was Kovaliko with his second of the night. Back comes Calgary. Perlin, Auger joining a partial 2-on-1. Auger goes right in, his shot, scores! Francis Auger, the referee put his hands up, the red light went on.
The red light did go on, and Francois Auger is going to be upset if this doesn't count, but it looks like it will as they come to slap hand at 3 guys all converge to the front.
Right off the draw, here we go, a fight. Dropping the gloves is Pidion and Rousseau, and Pidion's got Rousseau's jersey over his head. And, well, I guess we're going to chalk that one up to the Kodiaks and the bench, and that might have been exactly what the Kodiaks needed to get themselves back in this game.
And they definitely make the Royals work hard to kill off the power plays.
Todd at the point, his shot high, and they scored! And just like that, we're tied at 3, and the Kodiaks have their 3rd power play goal of the night. Still at the puck down low on the left side. Auger centering pass, turned over, here's the chance, Boswell scores!
What a goal. That was just the reward for a great couple of minutes of pressure there by the Royals. It is a sad thing to see when you get that much pressure in the offensive zone if it doesn't turn into a goal. This line deserved that goal. They were excellent on that shift. Well, they got 5.9 seconds to the Royals, but until they knock off the #1 team in Canada, this will be a huge win for the Royals. If
off
they
the
can hang on
draw,
there,
Royals pick it up, and they'll fire down the ice.
And
that'll do it. The Calgary Royals have defeated the Camrose Kodiaks 4-3 and hand the Kodiaks their 3rd loss this season.
That is
final score from Father David Bauer Arena tonight, 4-3 for the Calgary Royals. After the game, we had a chance to catch up with Coach Ryan Barrett and forward Lane Boswell.
We're outside of the Royals dressing room with Royals coach Ryan Barrett now. Coach Barrett, that has to be a huge win for your team. Camrose, one of the top-rated junior teams in the country. You guys able to keep home ice and beat them 4-3. Talk to us a little bit about what that can do for your team moving forward.
Well, I think it just kind of showed what type of team we can be. Work ethic, a lot of different things, mental preparation, the mental focus we had all game was phenomenal. It being Camrose or any other team in the league, I think the effort we gave tonight was outstanding no matter who we played. So, those guys played really hard tonight and they deserve everything they got.
All right, now it seems in the third period the line that really carried you guys was Boswell, Auger, and Perlin. It seems like the other lines were feeding off them and it looked like they were getting a little bit more ice time towards the end of the period. Talk about what that line was able to do for your team in that third period.
Well, they were able to generate energy and that's what you need. A lot of times in those games, especially against a team like that, they can hurt you quick. And a line that forecheck like that, kept it down in their zone, got a lot of opportunities. It fed the bench, it fed the whole team, and they were one of the driving forces why we had such a work ethic tonight, no question.
All right, so last question for you: what was maybe some of the key things that you saw from your team tonight that you'd like to emphasize moving forward that they continue to do in order to continue being successful in the drive towards the playoffs?
Well, I like the way we broke the puck out of the zone. I thought we came out of our zone really strong. I think we can obviously take that and move that on. If we can transition like that, a lot of good things are going to happen. We catch teams going the other way, which are a lot of good things. So we want to focus on something like that. The work ethic, like I was saying earlier, you can't win games without it. So that's one thing that we definitely got to keep in our arsenal and just absolutely make it to be a nightmare for teams. All right, Coach. Well, thanks for this. Congratulations on a big win and good luck moving forward. Thanks a lot.
Standing here with Lane Boswell and. Lane, great work today on your goal, and it turned out to be the game-winning goal. Just kind of take us through it.
Basically, we just had the puck in their zone. We were getting lots of good pressure down low, and puck came out. I just walked, beat the defender, and just tucked her in. It's good work by my line mates to keep it in.
How did it feel to beat the #1 team in the AJHL?
Well, last game we played them, we were neck and neck with them the whole game, and then we kind of fell off in the third period. And this game, we just tried to come out with a stronger effort than they did, and won a lot of battles. So I think that helped us out a lot.
So, what did you say the difference was the special teams and not taking so many penalties between this game and Saturdays?
Yeah, I think that was the main difference. They have a really, really good power play, and if we keep them off the PP, we're gonna do good 5-on-5.
So Liam, a hard-fought 4-3 victory for the Calgary Royals tonight. The difference, though, in this game was definitely the third period.
No question, Chris. The Royals came out, the game was tied 3-3 after that second period. The Royals came out and absolutely dominated that third period, outshot the Kodiaks 14-4, and that line of Boswell, Auger, and Perlin all over the ice. It was just a fantastic third period. That is where the game was won for the Royals for sure.
And we could have picked any one of about 6 or 7 players for the Royals to be player of the game, but we went with Lane Boswell, and the reason for that, a no-brainer, really. I mean, you look at someone like Brandon Cozen, he had 2 goals. You look at someone like Scott Carpenter, he had 2 assists. But Lane Boswell was the spark plug on that line in the third period that changed this game around for the Royals. Scored the game-winning goal, only his second goal in a Royals uniform. After seeing that third period, a no-brainer picking Lane Boswell as player of the game for the Royals tonight. And what do you think, Liam, that the Royals have to do to keep this momentum going into the next bunch of games?
We heard Ryan Barrett say it in his interview. He liked the focus and the determination that his team came out with. That's what they're going to have to do. We know by watching them that they have the skill level to be successful in this league. They just need the mental preparation and the mental focus game in and game out. If they can do that, they can really take a game like this and ride momentum-wise for the next 5 or 6 games easily.
Next game for the Calgary Royals, next home game is Sunday at 2 o'clock against the Bonnyville Pontiacs for Rigstar Communication, Creative Monkeys, and called to you by the students of the Mount Royal Broadcasting Program. I'm Chris Colwell, and this is Liam Nixon. Have a good night.
This is the Calgary Royals Hockey Podcast. Brought to you by Rigstar Communications, innovative oil field communication solutions. Video production by The Creative Monkeys.